Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tin Helm playthrough. In this video I'm going to shuffle up all the characters that I have and then pick one at random, and then we will do the same for the class. So, shuffle these up and we get the Wood Elf. So we got the Wood Elf, and then let's go ahead and shuffle up the characters here, and then we'll flip all these over, and then whatever's on the back will be the class we play as. We have the Alchemist again. I just played as the Dwarf Alchemist, but you know what? That was in Tin Realm, and this is the Wood Elf Alchemist, so it will be different. It'll be in Tin Helm instead. So we have the books and the potion. They're right on top because they were just used. Okay. So Wood Elf has 7 health, Alchemist gives 3 health, so 10 HP, not a ton of health. But energy, Wood Elf has 9 energy plus 4 from the Alchemist. We have the maximum 13 energy, and we start with 1 food. So our energy situation is looking amazing. We have the potion, we have the books, we start with max energy, we start with food that I can eat to gain energy. It's just the 10 health is pretty low, but that'll be okay. So our very first room is the stash. If you know me, you know I love to skip the stash. So we will skip the stash, and our first room is the clearing. The event is the altar, which will just give us 1 health because we're at 0 favor. We're at max health, so nothing there. And then at the campsite, I will simply gain 1 food. Okay, so next we have the kitchen. It's a fight in a campsite. I'll go ahead and go to the kitchen. And our fight is against the spider. So 3 health, plus 1 because it's day 1, 1 bonus damage, no defense, gain 1 favor when we kill it, and you lose 1 energy every time the spider successfully hits during combat. So 4 health. I'm just going to spend 1 energy to declare an attack. Roll the dice. We get a 1 and a 2. That is 1 damage plus 2, so 3 damage brings them down to 1, and then they will attack. Getting a 3 and a 6, that is 3 plus 1 is 4 damage, putting me down to 6 and making me lose 1 energy. Ouch. Big hit. Then I will spend 0 energy to punch the spider in the face, which will kill it and give me 1 favor. Then at the campsite, I'll go ahead and gain 2 health and 2 energy. Then we have the statue, which is a trap in a chest. I will go to the statue. We have a 2 health trap, so immediately negating that campsite I just went to. And then we have a potion as our reward. So we start with a potion, but now we can go into the loot deck here, and we can get another potion. Definitely an alchemist. Just a whole bunch of potions. Okay, here we have the Old Well. I will go to the Old Well. It's a fight and a water symbol. Our fight is against a Watcher, which is not ideal. Watcher has 4 health plus 1 because it's day 1. So 5 health, 1 bonus damage, 1 defense, gain 2 favor when we kill it. You lose 1 energy when combat begins when fighting a Watcher. So I immediately lose 1 energy. I have to deal a total of 6 damage, so I will spend 2 energy to attack. And I will miss, because for some reason I cannot roll well in this game anymore. Watcher will then attack me, and we'll probably get a 1 and a 6. No, 4 and a 5. Okay, it's not that bad. So that'll just deal 2 damage, putting me down to 4. I will spend 2 energy again to attack. And I will miss again. Then the Watcher will go, getting a 3 and a 5. That's 2 plus 1. That's 3 damage, putting me down to 1 HP. I will once again spend 2 energy to attack. There we go. We got a 2 and a 6. That is 4 plus 4 is 8 damage, minus 1 from their defense is 7 damage. 7 is more than 5, so it will perish and I will gain 2 favor. All right, 1 HP in a dream right out the gate. Now I will fish for some food here. We get a 3, no food. Then we have the chasm, which is just a fight. I will go to the chasm, and I will have to fight a possessor. Okay. So possessor has 6 health plus 1 because it's day 1, or first level of the dungeon. 7 health, 1 bonus damage, 1 defense, gain 2 favor when we kill it, and when you defeat a possessor, you gain 1 shard. So 7 health, 1 defense, so effectively 8 health. I will spend 3 energy to attack it. There we go. We get a 5 and a 1. That is 4 damage, plus 6 is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 is more than 7, so that will kill the possessor. We will gain 2 favor and a shard. Nice. Okay. Next we have the quarters, which is just a fight and a chest. I will go to the quarters. And I have to fight a Doom Skull. That's not what I want. So the Doom Skull is going to have 5 health, and it will attack first. It has no bonus attack and no defense, and we gain 1 favor when we kill it. 3 and 5, that is 2 damage. I'm going to drink one of my potions, which will give me 2 health and 2 energy, and then I will take 2 damage, going down to 1. And then I will go ahead and spend 2 energy to attack. Getting another miss because I'm so good at the game. Doom Skull will attack, dealing 1 damage. I will drink my other potion, gaining 2 health, 2 energy, lose 1 health. I will spend 2 energy once again. Getting a 1 and 6, finally. That will kill it, and I will gain 1 favor. And in the chest we find a sword. So that's awesome. That'll be incredible based on how I've been rolling so far. So the sword, you no longer miss in combat when you roll doubles. When doubles are rolled, you now deal 5 damage. Okay. I think it might be a too little too late situation, but I have to eat 1 food and we will go to the next dungeon level. Man, that was so bad. That was so abysmally terrible. So we just finished the first day, or the first level, and we're down to 3 energy, and we used both of our potions. So this is looking really good. We're down to 2 HP, so any 2 health trap will kill us. All right. We have the catacombs. I'm gonna skip the catacombs. I don't want to go there. We get the stash, and in the stash we find a potion. Cool. Okay. All right. You know what? That's a great start. Genuinely. It makes me feel a little more comfortable. Now we have the waterfall. I will go to the waterfall. It's just an event and a water. The event is the Pigman. The Pigman is just going to bless us and give us 1 favor. And then we will roll the die to see if we fish for anything. We get a 6, so we find some food. Nice. Then we have the corridor. I will... I'll skip the corridor. It was kind of a mistake. Old well, I have to fight a spider. So it's going to have 5 health. Does 1 bonus damage, no defense. So I will simply spend 1 energy to attack. Getting a 1 and a 4, that is 3, plus 2 is 5 damage. That is enough to kill it and give us 1 favor. Then I will roll for food at the water. 2, no food. Then we have the quarters, which it's a fight in a chest. I'll go to the quarters. It'll be fine, probably. Okay. Oh dear, I have to fight a possessor. and then immediately after, I'm going to have to fight a Mimic. Yowza! So, Possessor is going to have 8 health, 1 defense, so effectively 9 health. I'm going to use my potion to gain 2 health and 2 energy. Then I will spend 3 energy to attack the Possessor. We get a 6 and a 2. That is 4 plus 6 is 10, minus 1 is 9. 9 is more than 8, so that kills it. We gain 2 favor, and we gain a shard for killing it, but it's not over, because immediately after, we now have to fight a Mimic. Has 4 health plus 2, so 6 health, 1 bonus damage, 1 defense. So 6 health, 1 defense, so I need to deal 7 damage. Yikes. I will spend 1 food to gain 1 energy, and then I will spend 2 energy to attack the Mimic. We get a 3 and a 5. That is 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. That brings the Mimic down to 1 HP. Now the Mimic will have to attack. Please be gentle. Okay, 3 and a 2. That is 1, buffed by its 1 bonus damage. That is 2 damage, bringing me down to 2 HP. And then I will spend 0 energy to punch it in the face, dealing 1 damage, piercing its armor. And then I will gain 2 favor, because it gives us favor equal to our current dungeon level. Okay. I will go to the statue. It's just a trap in a chest. And I know it can't be a Mimic, so I will go to the statue and hope for something good here. We have a 2 energy trap and an empty chest. So, complete waste. Clearing is an event in a campsite. I am in desperate need of that campsite. I will go to the clearing. And the event is the Labyrinth. And you know what? I'm going to use the Wood Elf's ability. She may spend 4 favor to escape the Labyrinth. So I will go from 12 down to 8 to escape the Labyrinth. And then at the campsite, I will heal for 2 and gain 2 energy. Okay. Next, we will go to the next dungeon level and eat our last food. We're at day 3 with 2 shards. It's possible to win. It is possible, but we are out of resources. I have 4 health, 2 energy, and no food, and no items that can bail me out. I've used 3 potions in this run so far. Can we somehow find our way out of this? Can we just get like a stash that has a shard in it, perhaps? Oh, no! Oh, it's the Sanctum. I will skip the Sanctum, and we will see what happens. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, this is where the run ends. So, we have to fight the Possessor. It's going to have 9 health and 1 defense. I'm going to spend 1 energy to attack. So, we get a 2 and a 6. That's incredible. So that is 4 plus 2 is 6, minus 1 from its defense is 5. So that brings it down to 4 HP. Okay. And then it will attack, and I need it to roll 2 or less damage, which is likely, but, you know, we'll see. Oh, it missed. Whew, okay. I will now spend 1 energy to attack it again. I need, so 2, 1. So I need to roll a 3. I need to roll 3 damage or miss. Oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. We get a 1 and a 6. That is a 5 damage plus 2 from spending 1 energy. That is 7 minus 1 defense. That is 6 damage, which is more than its 4 health. We will gain 2 favor for killing it, and we will gain our 3rd shard. Wow. Wow, what a game. Wow, what a game. Holy, I thought that run was doomed. Wow. That was incredible. All 3 of my shards just came from killing a possessor 3 floors in a row. But oh my goodness, that start of the run was terrible. Getting like 3 misses, spending all of my energy just to... Wow. Wow. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is the Wood Elf Alchemist in Tin Helm. Wow. That was a much faster game than I thought it would be, but it did not end the way that I expected. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.